What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Games at Large, episode 82. We're back from Thanksgiving. Hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving last week. Tonight, I got with me the usual suspects. We got Jamie Butterworth. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right. We also got Shep.
What's good, peoples?
And we got Andre the Game Idea Guy. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay.
I am no longer GVGINU. I am the Game Idea Guy, a.k.a. the Gig.
Did not realize that till now. Nice. I like it. I like that. The Gig.
Hey,
got it.
I didn't want to get rid of the acronym completely now.
Gotcha. All right, the first thing I want to talk about, when I went home for Thanksgiving last week, I saw an article. I forgot who shared it out on G+, but Koei Tecmo has made a decision to not bring over the new Dead or Alive beach volleyball game to the States. Basically, it's the whole, I guess they just don't want to hear the backlash they got the last time they brought one over. So I want to get you guys' your takes on the whole Koei Tecmo. Do you agree with them, especially since for the last few games we've learned that certain parts of games got censored that come from Japan and stuff like that. So I want to start this off with Jamie. I want to get your thoughts on it, Jamie.
All right. Well, actually, there's a bit more that kind of revolved around this lately. Play Asia, the store, put out on their Twitter, like, hey, we're now selling the English Asian version of DOA, Extreme Beach Volleyball 3, which you can import and play on your regular English, Xboxes and PlayStations. And not only did they do that, they actually mentioned, since Tecmo isn't bringing it over here due to SJWs, we now have it on our website. And, of course, that made everyone throw a shit fit, or at least everyone that would, normally be opposed to Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. People, and of course, so many people tweeted at them, I can't believe you would do this, and I'm not going to shop at Play Asia anymore. It's like, you weren't going to shop there anyway.
I was about to say, were you ever shopping at Play Asia? So you're boycotting nothing.
I know. Meanwhile, because Play Asia did this and took a stance on it, they have seen a huge marked increase in business and have gained over 10,000 Twitter followers.
So basically, that one person who said, I'm not going to buy stuff from you, 10,000 other people said, I want to buy stuff from you.
Well, I'm going to do a little shameless plug. Dude, I had to get off of Play Asia because I was buying everything from Play Asia. Dude, Play Asia is nice if you into, Japanese stuff. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's the place to go. Because you will get it. They do good shipping. Stuff comes immaculately packed. So, yeah.
I've never bought from Play Asia, but just because they said that, I think I'm going to have to start giving them my business.
Yeah, exactly.
So thanks for bringing that to my attention.
Yeah. But then people started writing articles about, that story. One in particular was like, well, no, that's not the reason that Tecmo decided to not bring it over. It wasn't because of, all the, feminists here in the States or in the West or whatever else. It's because of sales. And then, of course, in the exact same article, they list out that the sales for the previous titles, which all had bigger sales in America than any other region.
Yeah.
So
that would be a dumb move, literally.
Yeah, exactly. So they contradicted themselves in the same article. And Itagaki actually came out because he used to be with Tecmo. He used to develop this. And he literally said, Tecmo has no balls. They should have released it.
Well, I expect him to say that. I honestly expect him to say that. I would have been disappointed if he didn't say anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, dude, I'm sorry. I love Itagaki to death, but damn, that dude's a misogynist, too.
Yeah, his quote was literally like, Tecmo has no balls, go buy Devil's Third.
Yeah.
yeah.
Advertising.
That screams his personality through and through.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shameless self-advertising.
Okay, so thanks, Jamie, because I really needed to know. I didn't know the other part of it.
Oh, yeah.
Now, me personally, I played the second one. And I didn't have a problem with it. Now, a lot of people, it's a game that I would say this, it is kind of hard to defend when people see it from the outside looking in. But here's one thing that I will say to people. I've been...
Jay, don't use the word hard. Say difficult. Continue.
Yeah, difficult. I've been to Daytona Beach. I've been to South Beach, Miami. I've been to Fort Walton. Some of the swimsuits that were on, I know that were on 2, were actually made by actual real swimsuit fashion designers. So if you got mad at that game for that, why aren't you mad at Gucci? Why aren't you mad at Tommy Hilfiger? Why aren't you mad? Because they're the ones that's making it, and women are wearing it.
Yep.
So if you're mad at that, and there wasn't anything, they were risque, I guess you could say that, but these are swimsuits that can be bought in stores.
Can't let facts get in the way.
Because
if you're one of those people, and because I don't want to sound like you should let me get this game. I ain't gonna sound like that because I honestly don't care. At the end of the day, I really don't care. But the fact of the matter is, if you're gonna complain about that, then why aren't you complaining and going to the places that actually sell this stuff? Because like I was in Miami this summer, I saw some loveliness.
Here's this.
To be honest, I saw some. I like what they be making. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be, hey, how you doing? Let's get a picture.
But all seriousness, the simple answer to this is these people who are opposed to this in video games are going out and buying those things from those manufacturers and clothing designers.
Yeah.
They're literally going out and buying the stuff that they're saying that they are against.
Of course.
They're like the biggest hypocrites ever.
Which makes no sense.
You're a liar, Jay, because you didn't share any pictures with us about you seeing loveliness, so you're full of it.
First of all,
I need evidence of such.
Y'all would be mad at me because I'm sure woman will find it, and I'm not finna get my head cut off.
He a little jealous.
Yeah, I'm not finna get my head cut off. Trust me.
But my opinion on this is, even though I don't agree with the move, it was smart of Tecmo. It was smart of them to just not deal with it.
Yeah, because it's a headache that's unwanted.
Basically. I'm sorry, but look, and I know you guys have talked about this, but I wasn't around for it, so you're going to have to let me vent on this one a little bit. But did we not have a feminist critic whose name is Az without the second S? Did we not have this critic say that they needed to have a female Link, but then got mad when that female Link was not exactly like Link, even though you don't like Miss Male characters, which are exactly like the male counterparts that they are.
Exactly.
But the female counterpart actually has a personality and does things a little differently than the male version of the character, and suddenly it's a bad thing. But hold on again, though. We need more strong, independent female characters in video games. And we also need them to be dressed properly. And this character is dressed properly, but you can see her thighs slightly, and so somehow that's sexist. So, let's say I wrap myself up in this stupidity, and then I have an epiphany and wonder, why the hell am I this stupid?
Well, see, the fact is you're thinking, so you wouldn't fall into that category.
Yeah, my brain is working. It's functioning. It's not dead. It's actually in my head, actually creating things and thoughts, rather than sitting there like a lump in the dirt.
And let's be honest, man. The whole beach volleyball thing is actually just a mindless. It's one of those games. It's like a harmless game, really, because it's basically a bunch of mini games.
Here, I want to put these people onto a game. What was it? What was that game that the Man Show that long ago had promoted for the Xbox? Was it the Guy Game? The Guy Game, the one you see the girls running around in bikinis. It was like actual live footage and stuff, and you play. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, I got it for PlayStation 2. Actually, I was in the Marine Corps at the time. Or was it PlayStation?
I know it was on both of them. I know it was on Xbox, and I think it was on PS2. I don't know about GameCube.
Wait a minute.
I don't remember the
I
name
just admitted to my own misogyny. Oh my god.
No,
I was young back then. I was young back then, so leave me alone.
You admitted to seeing something and thinking it would be interesting or funny, and decided to pick it up. Didn't care what was in it.
I'm gonna lie to you. That's exactly why I was like, they actually made a game.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta see this shit for myself.
That would have been.
I'm gonna lie to you. That's part of why I bought it.
That would have been just about anybody's reaction, rather than, oh, I'm getting mad because it's scantily clad women, or there's women showing they breasts and they butts.
You don't need video games for that. You just gotta buy a Blu-ray or a DVD.
Everyday real life. Go to a mall during hot, warm weather and tell me you won't find at least one girl walking around with her bra like it's a shirt.
But you see, they've fallen under the ban. They've been brainwashed by the misogyny. Poor example, my good man. Shame on you.
Brainwashed by misogyny, but then go on social media and say, I don't want men looking at me, but hey, I want to go expose my breast.
You've got it wrong. They internalize the misogyny.
Well,
That's
if
what
it's internalized misogyny and externalized femininity, look, I'm not with this bull crap. I'm not with this. I'm going to tell a bunch of people, hey, you're being duped into being a man's plaything. Like, if somebody tells my daughter that, I'm punching them in the face. No questions asked. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. You're getting hit. Because that is something stupid to tell a girl because she might be confident in herself or she has a nice body and she likes how she looks.
Has anybody seen an Old Spice commercial recently?
Which one? Which one?
Just saying, you know, I mean, since
Just a general.
we all up on these double standards, I mean, like, you know, Tusk wears a loincloth in Killer Instinct.
Butt naked in all them commercials.
No, you see, it's perfectly fine for men to be wearing loincloths and bikini things and no shirt because, you know, that's part of the misogyny of men anyway because they're trying to...
But
Magic
what if
Mike
not
got
all of
a
us?
sequel.
Yeah, oh yeah, Magic Mike got a sequel. Hold up, 50 Shades of Grey is getting a sequel.
Yes,
Oh, God.
but misogyny.
Well, that's the thing. If feminism didn't have double standards, I mean, if it wasn't for double standards, feminism wouldn't have standards at all.
Well, no. For the record, no. Let me, guys, let me clarify. And Jamie knows this too. He's just being an ass right now. Feminism originally was a great thing. It's awesome. The problem is the modern day feminists. That too. The modern day feminists just suck. They're man haters and double standards and all this other crap. The original concept between feminism isn't bad.
Yeah.
It's just the way they're doing it now is just ridiculous.
Yeah, because you will never hear me complain about equality. I'm all for that. But when you start hating me just because I am a man, get the hell out of here.
Exactly. It's just like I can't choose what I was born as. I'm just a person.
Yeah.
You know though, to be fair, we probably shouldn't be saying this because we're in a meat fest right now.
Well, you know, Sexy Ryu begs to differ.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Here's my thing.
With the scruffy beard.
We got Ryu all buff and beardy like a lumberjack. Why can't we have Chun-Li in a normal outfit showing off her thighs?
Well, you did have it. Was it 4? She had the evening gown with the high slits, and people got mad about that.
Well, I don't buy that stuff.
No, I mean, no. It was a regular. That one bought. It was a regular actual.
Oh, it was.
Costume
I
change.
didn't.
Talking about straight up Street Fighter 4?
Yeah, there was some people who got mad because she had like an evening gown, but the evening gown had high slits in it. So
I remember that. I actually like that outfit.
It was
actually tastefully done.
That's what I don't understand because her legs are completely exposed in the original Street Fighter 2.
In the original. And that's what people were saying when with 4 when they got mad about that. They were like, dude.
And that's what the problem I have with modern day feminism. They're very selective of what to be offended by.
But that's not.
It kind of takes away social justice warriors.
Hold on. Since we said that, here's a term I want to change. Social justice. It is not
social justice. It's another great concept that got beaten to death. Feminism, great concept.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Once I say it, it will make perfect sense. Social justice is not justice in the social setting. It is just socially justified behavior and attitudes. Socially justified. I thought they meant
it's just us. It's just us.
Basically. Now, I'm just going to put something into perspective. What was it, Josh Whedon? Josh Whedon that got bashed by SJWs for what he did in Age of Ultron?
Yep.
Black Widow?
And then he turned right back around and congratulated Anita Sarkeesian.
Okay. Was it not social? Is it social justice to have a big group of people harass and belittle this one person for something that they had to do as a part of their job? Or is it just socially justified that everyone had that reaction together against this person? Because, I mean, what justice was served in making him feel bad about doing his job?
Well, you see, when it comes to justice, they don't have the same standards, so they can do whatever they want because it's for justice.
No, see, if you're doing something for justice, and meaning you're trying to be just, you have to be fair to everyone. You can't say, give all of them this, and don't give them that. Give these people this, and the other people over there can't have it because they're different or they don't agree with us.
I'm sorry.
No, that's justified behavior because you agree with them. So you feel like you should give them benefits. And they don't agree with you, so you feel like they shouldn't get benefits.
So I just shared an image that's almost 20 years old.
Oh my gosh, Fabio.
Okay. Yeah, that's almost 20 years old. So misogyny has been around double-sided for at least 20 years. We can go back further.
I mean,
because he was doing romantic novel covers before that.
With it, every 80s action movie.
Exactly.
Period. If it had Stallone or Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
or,
so that's the Stallone.
Anybody. Yeah. That's
just a bunch of men running around with the shirts off.
Anybody remember Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Of course. He always found an excuse to not have a shirt on in a lot of his movies.
I mean, even if the film didn't call for it.
Anything with the words Matthew and McConaughey in it. I mean, dude, take his shirt off for nothing. There's scenes in movies where you're like, dude, why are you walking around with no shirt on?
Yeah, hang it up.
Like, hold on, you didn't even walk out of a bathroom. You just came out the kitchen.
Yeah.
Well, who else does it? I can't think of his name. Save my life right now, but he's.
I was going to say Mark Wahlberg or Marky Mark.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg. God, what is his name? He's because he's married to that really pretty girl. Boris Kojo.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah, he does it too. I mean, he was on two of them sorry Resident Evil movies, and I'm like, bruh, it's a zombie apocalypse.
And they still find an excuse to find him shirtless.
Yeah,
he's shirtless in every TV show he's in. Otherwise, it's just I don't know.
But you know, I hated that I read that over Thanksgiving. I'm just like, dude, it's like what. We already know what it is. Like I said, it's one of those games that's kind of hard to defend. But at the same time, I'm looking at it, I'm like, I go to the beach and I see these same swimsuits in real life.
Yep.
So if you're going to get mad at the designer. Don't get mad at the because all they did was take what's being sold and plastering it on the game character.
But here's another thing. There are other options that are in the game that cover up more skin that they don't have to use.
Yep.
I mean that they could use, and rather than using those thinly set up designer outfits.
Yeah.
But these people feel you shouldn't have the ability to actually make choices. The choices should be ripped from you.
Yeah,
I mean, like in the case of Dead or Alive, you have to be 99 years old.
You can only get choices when they approve of it beforehand.
Yep.
Oh, so we're in politics then.
Basically.
Yeah. You want the smelly shit or the not so smelly shit?
Why would you be afraid of this shit to begin with is my thing. Like, you shouldn't be making sweeping changes to any of your design based on this crazy woman that happened to get audience with the president here. Like,
it's not just her. The problem is this hive mind of people that are basically just saying, hey, we don't like this. That's why the Killing Joke cover got pulled. But you don't know what the history is of why that cover exists.
Oh my God.
No, I'm sorry, but I tend to think that I smell bullshit on this one though, because Sarkeesian has been doing this for quite a while. It seems only up until the Zoe Quinn stuff started to happen that people in the press and other people of any significance kind of care now. So it appears to me that they all have connects at this point, and they're creating their own narrative now because they have enough pull with people that they've influenced in one way or another.
Shadow,
Oh, they most definitely
what
do.
happened before the whole Zoe Quinn thing broke. If you remember, people had started ignoring her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started because she inserted herself into that. Nobody was really paying her any mind.
It was
Until they
her
start
and
exposing game journalism, now it's an issue.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
they was like, okay, well, these people don't like gamers. We can use them to shield ourselves from criticism, which is what happened.
Which
That's
is kind of
literally what
funny.
happened.
Which is actually kind of funny because if she gets what she wants, the internet gets censored. She's gonna get censored too. So
Basically,
if she actually gets what she wants, she's kind of destroying herself.
I'm gonna do.
You see, what you fail to realize is that it's not really about getting justice or doing anything. It's just to keep her movement going, so she has validity, so she can keep making more money, and she can have political
you got
power.
To the point I was going. You got to the point I was.
She doesn't want to stop. She doesn't actually want the problem solved.
No,
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. She just wanted to keep going.
Which is why I brought up the Linkle argument earlier. Like, if you get what you want and you still complain, you're never going to be satisfied.
I mean, they could have made, for all we know, they could have made people look exactly like her. She still would have got mad.
Oh gosh, please.
It was improper portrayal of me, and now you're sexualizing me, and I don't appreciate that.
But I'm just saying, am I lying?
No, you're not.
They could have
They
made.
could have literally look.
With
They
that
could have
red
literally
strip hair.
sat down with her and asked her exactly what she wanted and done that, and it would have still been a problem.
Yeah, I mean that's the issue that I see with her, and like you guys said, I mean, when you realize what's going on, I'm like, okay, that's why I get mad when I hear people get on other people about, oh, you shouldn't like this game console. Dude, we got bigger problems if you really are a gamer. We have way bigger problems than you a fanboy, and I hate you for that.
Like, and that's
This
why
is
I'm
part
over
of
the
the problem that we
fanboy.
got to deal with.
That's why I'm over the fanboy crap. Like, if I'm not trying to draw drama to my channel, but if you bring a fanboy to me, nah, I'm out. I'm done with you. You can be blocked. I really don't care.
So let's talk something that's a bit more sinister. That could possibly be a bit more sinister, and this might be going out there a little bit. But you got to think that the big companies are loving this whole, political correctness, women in gaming sort of movement, because that means that all these major publishing rags, they don't give a damn about the things that are really mattering. They're not paying attention to it. They could possibly be in the pockets of these big companies. Because think over the last 2 years, just how much that things like microtransactions have come into gaming now. Things like more DLC and free to play. I mean, this has become serious problems. We're just getting buggy, terrible games that are being stripped apart before they even land.
Yep.
And the games press doesn't talk about it.
No, they slide it up on.
No, it's basically distract them with this. We'll slip this in their pocket and go along our way.
Yep.
I mean, anytime you have a game company tell you got we're gonna charge you DLC for that's $50 before the game comes out, and people like, I'm okay with this.
Nah.
And you just spent $60?
Nah, bruh.
All right, whatever.
Like, that's a whole other game.
And nobody's mad.
I'm with I don't remember who said it a while ago, but I think it might have been Demon Ralph that I heard it on his channel. That I would rather pay $80 for the game rather than paying $60 and then pay another $50 to $70 or $80, $90 on top of that afterwards for downloadable content.
Yep. I'd rather pay for an expensive game up front with all the content than get a somewhat reasonably priced game and then get raped on DLC.
Yeah, it's no point.
But you can play it here first on PS4. Am I lying though?
Shots
I'm not the only
fired!
person who sees
Shots
these
fired!
commercials though, right?
But wait. You're a fanboy though, because you said that.
Yeah.
No wait. You're on all the consoles. Wait, I'm confused. What's going on here?
Yeah. But I'm not the only person who sees these commercials, right? I'm not the only person who sees like, dang, man, that's like an interesting game. When we gonna get a gameplay trailer? We're not getting one, but we're gonna give you this DLC trailer 2 months before the game releases. Play it first here on insert Xbox or insert Microsoft. Play it here first. But you haven't shown me a gameplay trailer yet, and we're not going to.
Nope. We're not going to let you see the game until it's already out in the wild.
Yeah. So, yeah. that annoys me to no end. And Jamie, you're right. This is basically smokescreen. But once you figure, by the time, because they did it was a stroke of genius. I'm not gonna lie. Business wise, it was a stroke of genius. You let that come in, it overtakes everybody else. We slide in. We brag about how much we made off microtransactions and DLC the past year. We're gonna say that in a week. Everybody's gonna gloss over that because it's part of our profits.
Yep.
And we'll just keep doing it while y'all still mad at each other for this made-up console war we just decided to throw up, and we're gonna keep letting this whole situation with Zoe Quinn blow up because y'all not gonna pay attention no way. Y'all just gonna get on whatever side you on and call the other one a name and call that person a name, and it's just gonna go back and forth because you're not using your head anyway.
Yep.
And don't forget to buy our DLC before the game comes out.
Buy our DLC for the DLC of the DLC for the game.
Yeah, season pass. Jeez.
Oh, and just to let you guys know that, of course, that once the DLC comes out, there's going to be patches for that DLC.
Yeah.
Which you will have to pay for.
Don't forget, it's going to be a 10 day one patch.
Damn it. Beat me
because reasons.
I'm sorry. If you have to do more than a gig patch for a game, that game is a failure. You should have just delayed it.
Oh, you mean like
you buy it anyway.
like
no, it works because most modern gamers are retarded anyway.
Oh, you mean like
I shouldn't say retarded. They're stupid.
The SX that got delayed that was supposed to come out 4 days early if enough pre-orders were done?
Yeah.
No, that's because they didn't get enough pre-orders. That's why.
Yeah.
What they forgot to tell you is that if not enough people buy it, you'll get it late and jacked up.
or they were just going to say, hey, if enough people pre-ordered it, we're going to put it out crappy no matter what, and then have to patch it like 3 months later.
And you can get mad, but it's still going to be Game of the Year.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the bad thing. As much as I'm interested in that universe, that's
no, it's not going to. Nope. Because Call of Duty came out this year, so that's not happening. See, if Call of Duty came out another year, then maybe Deus Ex would get Game of the Year.
Call of Duty comes out every year.
Good point. Shots fired.
I mean, I'll give it to them. It's not the same team every year, but the problem is the teams are developing the same way. So it's almost the same.
Basically, I mean, they see each other's work, so I don't.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That series needs some time to breathe. It just needs put out one game for like a 3-year period without another one to follow it up.
It's making money.
But they could make more money on actual DLC. DLC. Less work, more money.
No, you see, once again, you're trying to apply logic. It's not about long-term
here. I mean,
it's not long-term logic. They want instant cash. That's what they care about.
I could take Treyarch and make them the main developer for Call of Duty, and then I could take Sledgehammer and make them develop a specific set of DLC for that game, and then have Infinity Ward do another specific set of DLC for that game, and drop each DLC set a year. But I mean, hey, less work, less time developing, more money to come in because more people would have the game, and then more people would be buying more DLC. You can make the packs like $20 each. But hey, that's common sense, and common sense doesn't work with these companies.
Andre, we're Activision, we're a corporation. Thank you for your opinion, but the hell with you. We're making money.
But unfortunately, the way I just laid it out would probably work. Same damn thing with Madden. Same thing will work for Madden. Same exact thing.
And you're fired. And then since we're EA, we're gonna fire you twice.
Fire me. Give me a pink slip to say you're fired, and then fire you in person. Then fire you again with an email and also a phone call.
Yeah. before you get home. Oh, and don't forget we're gonna text you too.
And then we're gonna send a letter in the mail.
That was wrong, but probably true.
I'm so stupid.
All right, so let's turn it to a brighter note. Let's take it to a brighter note. Video Game Award.
Yeah, we've been kind of negative this episode. Yeah, let's brighten this shit up.
I'm sorry, it was probably my fault because I went on that long rant and it snowballed.
It's understandable. That first topic was one of the ones that, you know what, It's one
That's
of the
face
ones you have to
palm.
get on the chest sometimes.
That's a Picard triple face palm.
Yeah. So we got the Video Game Awards 2015 on December 3rd at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. So if you guys know about anything about the games at large, we usually do a live reaction show during the Video Game Awards, and there will be no different this year. So we're going to be back for that. So I want to get you guys' thoughts on the Video Game Awards, who you think we're going to see, things of that nature. Me personally, I hope we have the seizure-inducing chiptune guy come back. The dude that I was scared, I thought he was going to have a heart attack at some point.
Damn.
I didn't understand. The human body ain't supposed to move like that, and it ain't supposed to be shaking either. Seriously. That dude scared me. So,
I can tell you who I know for sure is going to be there. Who's definitely going to be there without a doubt.
You can't say Jeff Keighley.
No.
And you can't. And we're not talking about Doc Trey.
No. See, look, you killed my joke. Thank you. Killed my joke. See, I was going to say parappa to rapper, and y'all just killed my joke. Killed my joke.
I would love Parappa the Rapper to be.
Killed it before. Hey, you'd shit yourself if it actually happened.
I would. I'm like, oh my god.
That would be funny.
They need to bring that series back.
Well, if that happened, I would be Patrick in that SpongeBob episode when him and SpongeBob were running around selling chocolate, and that one guy was chasing them, and they found out he was trying to give them money. That's what would happen to me. Everything would it just all fall out. Like what?
For the record, I've never seen past the theme song, so I don't really know that episode.
Oh.
But I do love singing the song because it's so stupid, it's funny. SpongeBob SquarePants. So I have no clue what you're talking about. I guess I'll have to Google
you are
that.
the ADHD specialist, so it would make sense.
And on that note,
But it's hard work to be this good, dude. Come on.
I know. No one can replicate it.
So.
Oh no, they can try. Actually, I want them to try. They need more of me.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Sorry, Chef. You gotta stay one of a kind.
A bunch of haters.
Yes, we are.
A bunch of
You gotta
haters.
stay one of a kind. We want you to be more valuable.
Yeah. What he said. But if you want to go check out what they got on tap, you can go to thegameawards.com, and you'll be able to see what all being voted on and whatnot. I'm not gonna go through all of them. Looks like they're pretty much the same criteria as last year. Matter of fact, let me share the screen.
Hey, No Man's Sky is going to be there. I promise you.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that. No Man's Sky. If they don't show like what the hell I'm supposed to be doing, if they show the same damn thing they've been showing for the past 3 years, I'm writing that game off.
Boy, you just showing people aimlessly wandering around. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, what is the story? What am I supposed to be doing?
What? What's my purpose?
Oh, you can go to this. You can go to this world, and you can go to that world, and
like yes, you have procedurally generated planets. Cool, great, amazing. What's
now, who am I fighting?
Purpose?
Who am I fighting? Who's the bad aliens? How can I kill them?
What's my job?
That is the most expansive video game world ever created.
What's my
Besides
job?
Xenoblade, Witcher 3, and all the other.
What's my job? What am I paying you to be able to do?
Yeah. Sorry about that, people. Sorry about going off on that tangent.
We need to turn this episode around, man. Come on, we need some funny, positive shit. Come on.
Yeah. So as you can see,
that was
here's
funny.
what the website looks like. You can see.
That's why I said funny and positive shit.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It was funny, and I'm positive that people liked it.
Gotcha.
Egoistic bastard.
Whatever.
Oh boy, y'all killing me tonight. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. Game Awards 2015. Here's the website. So if you can take a look at it, it's pretty much the same thing that was last year, except the fans' choice categories look a little different.
What? Esports Player of the Year?
Esports Player of the Year, Esports Team of the Year, Best Fan Creation, Esports Game of the Year, Trending Gamer, and Most Anticipated.
I guess I got to start following these esports because I feel like I'm like way behind.
Oh, in that regards, I'm in the same boat as you. The only reason I know anything about esports is because of Triforce Johnson.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta kind of bone up on some of this stuff because, I mean, if there are players that are that great at Street Fighter and games I like to play, I want to play them. I want to see how badly they can beat me.
Or how overrated they could be.
Yes,
possibly.
Because there's a certain Justin Wong who I had challenged to a game one time and he ignored me.
Well, you know, you're not big time enough.
Wow. Step your game up, Andre.
Well, that's what I don't get. Like, well,
You ain't ready yet, son.
That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But yeah, the whole esports thing. Okay, we'll see about it. I don't really follow esports like that. I'd rather just play my games myself. But I know it's trending and it's supposedly hot. So, anything else outside of it? Because we know No Man's Sky gonna be there in some capacity. But you think Quantum Break gonna show up?
Yes. I have a feeling it will show up and we will see some changed gameplay. Not much.
As long as it's not the same thing we've seen. Oh, that's another thing. As long as they don't do the whole, we're going to show you the same trailer that we showed at E3.
Same trailer at E3 World Premiere. Like,
with a different intro.
Like, it's the same thing.
It's the same exact.
And I love how they say world premiere. I'm like, didn't we just see this shit like 4 months ago?
Yeah, I'm like.
Yeah, but this is a world premiere. You know why? It's a world premiere version that has 10 seconds more on the clip. Sorry.
Yeah, everybody has access to YouTube. So we can still see those same trailers. It's not a world premiere.
I kind of wonder if dang it, what's that game? Horizon's gonna be on there, and if we're gonna see anything different with that.
That game has my interest. I'm definitely checking that out.
It was at Paris Games, so Sony may bring it. I don't know. They may bring it. I mean, I would just to keep the make sure because a lot of people that game piqued a lot of people's interest. So
it did. And what was that one that the one that looks like what Knack was supposed to be that's on the Xbox, that's going to Xbox One.
Core?
Yeah, Core.
Yeah.
That one.
From the ripoff champion.
I'm kind of interested in that, but I'm also a little weary because I know who's behind it at the moment. And
yeah, I've lost a lot of respect. I love this dude, man, but
he's been
doing a lot of weird, grimy shit.
I'm still interested. If he impresses me, he might win some respect back. So.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. Because I'm not up for putting together a TV show and anime for a game that ain't even out yet.
See, my problem is, I don't care if they do that, but if it delays the game and you're asking for more money, that's when I have a problem. If they want to do that, that's fine. But you're making the game show up late, and you're asking for more money to do it.
No,
screw you, bring out my damn game.
See, if a game like Azure Striker were to get an anime, it would be appropriate because the game is already there.
And I actually liked Azure Striker, so yes.
I love that game. I'm waiting for the second.
That game is good.
Yeah. Oh, I hope that's there.
That game is
I
good.
hope that's there because I want that second game.
Yeah, that's one of my top eShop games.
All right,
I would get a physical copy if they came out with one actually.
So, question: If Horizon shows up, Quantum Break, they're probably gonna show Detroit, that Detroit game.
Maybe they'll show that Square game that they didn't really show anything yet for. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, I think that's it. The one with all the CG AI people on it, with the little blue circles behind the ear. Look like they ripped it from Almost Human.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably going to...
Speaking of that, wasn't there supposed to be a sequel or a prequel to that game?
I do not know.
Or was it Too Human that I'm thinking of?
You're thinking of Too Human.
It's probably Too Human.
I don't think that's going to happen because that whole team went under.
It didn't really pan out, I know.
That whole team went under, so I mean that would be nice, but yeah, that ain't one of them situations that's probably gonna come back anytime soon.
Civil War. Sorry.
Oh,
I just had to say it.
Another game. South Park.
The fractured butthole.
Yeah, yes, fractured butthole.
There's no way to say that title without it sounding wrong.
I know these bastards purposely made it such.
It still doesn't sound right.
They intended it to be that, to sound like that. It doesn't matter how you say it, what emphasis you use on whatever words. It's just going to sound horrible, and that was the purpose. And I commend them on doing so well with that.
And I will probably be picking that game up.
Stick of Truth, you can finagle your way out of saying that funny, but fractured butthole. It just just no way. There's no way that's gonna.
It doesn't quite roll off the tongue the same way.
No, if you roll that off the tongue, it comes out way worse.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're not talking about jelly and syrup, but that's a different conversation.
Got a little thick Walker and Matt Stone. So, anything else you guys can think of? Me personally, I only have one problem, and my problem with it is that it's coming so early. Like, I know they usually do like the first week of December, but there's still like a couple games that's going to be releasing. We got Just Cause releasing. Tuesday, December 1st. We got Xenoblade hitting December 4th. And Just Cause actually looks good. Just Cause 3 actually looks good. If I wasn't getting Xenoblade, I probably would be picking that one up. But
yeah, I realize that actually caught my attention, and I was never really interested in that particular series.
And that's the thing. I'm like, should they have pushed it back a week, or what?
I don't know. Maybe they should have pushed it just to the weekend at the very least, just to.
Well, see, what you guys fail to realize, and it's a mistake, I had a similar conversation with somebody else, is that we play everything. Not every gamer plays everything. So it's a slightly different genre. Mm-hmm. I mean, granted, I still think they should have pushed it at another time. Once again, it's one of those... You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to rock the boat, but I'm just saying.
My thing is, we got games that's coming out, like, the week of the freaking award show.
That's not exactly a good call.
If you're saying that, okay, we're gonna push these two, let's just say for kicks and giggles, we're gonna push Xenoblade Chronicles and Just Cause 3. They're gonna be for next year's. They're gonna be eligible for next year's video game. You know, ain't nobody gonna remember that.
No, because they'll be forgotten by then because they came too early in the cycle.
If that's the case, shouldn't they have pushed it back to say like at least probably next weekend? Because the game is hitting those that that week at least to give them a fair shot. Because there's no way in the world any of those games are even going to get looked at. They can't do them. It wouldn't be right. It wouldn't even be fair if they did it like that. If they said, "Oh, we can throw these games in," you can't really throw those games in.
Nah, you can't really do that. Not unless they have like an amazing impact and people remember them. Well, Xenoblade might. I don't know about Just Cause.
Xenoblade's coming the day after it's over.
Yeah, that's everybody's going to be finding it after they get let down by some of those nominees.
Yeah. Just a random thought, and I probably shouldn't say it live, but you think that Nintendo did as a screw you to them? Like, I bite you guys. You guys suck. I don't want my awesome new game.
They really can't afford to tell anybody that.
Well, bro, you know that. They're not dumb enough to say that out loud. It's just a random thought. Well, Nintendo is weird. They're not stupid. That's what people tend to... Like, listen, I've never said Nintendo are geniuses when it comes to their choices. But they're anything but retarded either. Everything they do is for a reason, even if we don't understand it.
That's true. It's one of those situations where I'm like, I probably wouldn't have pushed. I would have tried to at least release it like in November. Honestly, I would have tried to. If in a perfect world, I would have probably tried to release Just Cause and Xenoblade sometime in November. Because when I think about it, I think the last Just Cause game actually came out in October. So
I was gonna say I think October would have been better, but go ahead.
I would have tried to do those there, especially since this is becoming a thing now. The Game Awards are actually becoming a thing, a thing, and hopefully it'll become, something that is actually revered as opposed to, being made fun of every year.
Hey, I don't know if anybody else had seen this just yet, but apparently there's going to be more new Nintendo stuff new content that they are showing.
The only thing, if for Nintendo to do something, they're gonna need. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be that guy. They need to show Zelda.
I have a feeling they probably will. When you talk about Zelda U,
because that's what people been wanting to see.
They're probably going to release. They're probably going to give us the official title. Hopefully,
people want to see Zelda E3. They didn't show it. Reggie made one of the biggest PR blunders in my opinion.
He shouldn't have said anything.
He should
have just zipped his lip.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have said nothing.
So I think it's in their best interest to show Zelda a nice trailer, a nice, satisfying trailer, not no off-screen. They need to show a trailer, an actual trailer.
Show a trailer and then show somebody playing it.
Yeah, they need to actually show it. It would be nice to get a release date, but I don't expect to.
I'm not expecting a release date. I just want a title. Give me a proper title so I can stop calling it Zelda U.
Okay, hey Shadow, quick question. Video Game Awards, what do you think? Any predictions of what you think we're going to see world premiere wise?
No. That stuff is usually like a marketing drug deal, so I don't really there's nothing that I expect that's going to surprise anybody. Surprise, there's a new Assassin's Creed game being worked on.
So you don't want to see the actual Kim design?
I don't think that's going to be there. That would be cool, but I don't think it's going to be there. I think we're more likely to see more footage of Olivia Munn as Psylocke before we see that, which is a whole nother story altogether. Don't get me started on that. But
please don't. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to have you on my other channel. We got to talk about that. We got to go in on that. But so you ain't got nothing.
No. Maybe we could finally get a release date for No Man's Sky.
I just want to know what I'm doing in that game.
Look, don't even care about a release date. You need to know what the game is about.
Yeah, what are you doing in the game? Yeah, more than anything.
Besides walking around aimlessly.
Maybe that'll be another Project Offset. Who knows? Hey, this is really cool tech, and we fade into obscurity.
Hey, you guys know what would really be crazy? And I'm going to give a shameless plug here. But an F-Zero UX where we have the usage of the Star Fox Zero engine to make the racing game. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, check my channel, The Game Idea Guy. Game ideas that work on the Wii U, F-Zero UX.
That plug was so shameless. Oh my god.
Yes, very shameless.
That was perfect, actually.
like Itagaki.
So I do think there'll be more chiptunes. I think as far as like music selection, if you will, there'll be somebody trying to do a full scale orchestra of the original Bubble Bobble soundtrack or something like that. There's something interesting. It'll be Fall Out Boy playing the soundtrack to Metal Gear, and I don't mean Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear. I feel asleep.
Wow.
And here I was going to ask for something nice, like maybe somebody do a full-scale orchestra of Never mind. I'm not even going to say it.
Don't do it.
People are going to hate me if I bring up CDI.
Yeah, they will.
I would not mind if 311 comes back from out of hiding, or I'm trying to think, maybe Disturbed. Yeah, Disturbed would do the soundtrack for the new game that we've never seen yet, because it's been hiding in development all this time with the new Sonic the Hedgehog game.
Well, I just want to hear Disturbed just playing any video game type music of any kind.
I think
Shadow. Which Sonic are we talking here? Are we talking Nathan Drake Sonic or Sonic?
We're talking Sonic the Hedgehog that does not have a fetish for people.
There is no Sonic like that.
Well, there was until they tried to.
Until they turned him into that. But
that was until Yuji Naka left.
Yeah.
See, originally Sonic was going to have a fetish for women. He was going to have a girlfriend that looked like Pauline from Donkey Kong. But that got scrapped.
Everything would have been fine if they just left Chaos Control the way it was.
With Shadow?
After Shadow became the ultimate life form, Sonic's like, okay, I want to have a love affair with little schoolgirls now. And that's all bad.
It was just, gosh, that was so weird. It was just...
Y'all wrong.
Anybody else was weirded out by that moment? Just like, it just looked so
really weird.
You weren't the only one. Yeah.
It's because it's basically because Sega is bad at writing stories.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't translate well either.
No.
And Yuji Naka left.
Yeah,
there's
too.
that.
When Yuji Naka left, I mean, yeah, that pretty much killed it.
Hey, here's a good option. Could we ever get that Sonic Saturday morning cartoon video game? Like that might actually be something people will.
Sonic Moon?
No, Sonic Saturday morning cartoon.
I love that.
Saturday morning cartoon.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, well,
Sonic,
Sonic.
he can really move. Sonic, he's got an attitude.
Look, the second season of Sonic Boom is even good. So, like, just make a good video game with it. The property's there. Like, make a good video.
Oh my god, I just sang live.
Here's my problem. My problem with Sonic Boom. Sonic is too slow. He is just too slow. Sonic is about speed.
You're talking about the game, or you're talking about the show? Because on
the show was okay. I'm not mad with the show. The game, though.
Yeah.
Not touching it. Not touching it. Not touching it. Not touching it.
Yeah,
Knuckles might have got a speed boost, but Sonic got slowed down.
I just want Sonic Adventure 3. I can deal with Rouge the Bat and Knuckles. I can deal with that. I'm good. Give me Sonic Adventure 3. And you can make it just like you made Sonic 2. I can deal with that. That's better than a lot of what's happened after that.
Yeah. Sonic Adventure 2 was actually one of my favorite games on Dreamcast.
Yeah, the last like 4 levels of that game was worth the entire price of admission.
Yeah, when the whole space station run.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was that's the last one Yuji worked on, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the last one that I know of. I heard that he helped with Sonic Heroes, but yeah, he wasn't over the whole project.
Because he was over the whole one for Adventure 2, and it showed. That like you said, those last 4 levels when you're in space, yeah.
That was good platforming too, believe it or not. Sonic has good platforming in it. So
it was crazy fast. So before we get out here, Jamie, did you ever give your predictions?
No, I don't really have any. Aside from throw random wild things out there, like we'll see a Metroid, we'll see an X. I don't know, to be honest.
So you're gonna
Battle Arena. Battle Arenas for Mario Kart 8. Make it happen.
I think they will show off Pokken Tournament. I mean, I think that would.
Well, they kind of got to show Pokken Tournament.
Yeah.
Isn't that coming out?
For the
April, right?
instant Season 4 reveal.
And 5.
I mean, I figure. No. That's too far. 4 is fine.
No, it's not. A Season 4 revealed and Season 5 preview.
Okay, that's cool. We can do that. It's Microsoft after all.
Oh, boy. All right, peeps. That's going to be our show for tonight. Check back.
I'm getting my Xbox, yay. Maybe not. Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, that's our show for tonight. We will be back on Thursday for our annual Video Game Awards reaction. We'll probably be starting up around 8:30 on Thursday, so just to let you guys know, we'll probably be on air about 30 minutes before it starts, and then we'll do what we normally do. So hope you guys join us for that. Shep, anything you want to pimp out?
Nothing I'm going to reveal currently. I have some plans in the works still.
Okay.
But it's coming. That's all I got to say.
All right, cool. Shadow, anything you want to pimp out?
I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to start streaming or not. That's more of the question here. So I finally got some time to sit down and rebuild some stuff and rework some stuff and lay a lot of Cat 6 cable and fiber down. So I have to see exactly what I'm gonna do here. But expect a lot more videos from here on. I'll be doing a couple of thought processes here and there, and I'll probably uploading a lot of content for Gamers at Large Plays. So you'll be seeing a lot more of that, and I don't know. But I think we need to do one on like board games. Let me put some footage up. Just some black hands moving some.
I'm down for that.
Hey,
let's play virtual Monopoly board with actual Monopoly boards.
Yes.
But Shadow, wouldn't that be racist if it's just black hands? I mean, some white and yellow hands in there too.
Yeah, let's throw some Blasian hands up in there to get the true mix going.
Oh, okay. The next one I gotta be there then.
Okay, awkward.
Okay, y'all are special. Continue.
Yes, we are very special. That's why people like us.
That was awkward. All right, anything you want to pimp out?
Save us, Jamie. No, you'll probably make it worse.
Yeah, probably. I got nothing to pimp out. I'm gonna try and get a video up soon. Try is the opportune word there.
Gotcha.
Buttercast.
Yes, we need another
more of
Buttercast.
those.
We need more Buttercast. We're truly butterworthy.
Yeah.
Got anything, Andre?
Well, tomorrow at 7 p.m., the Cross Zone episode number 7, Nintendo Cross Capcom, will be up for viewing.
All right.
Then I'll have my other usual stuff for the week popping up. So
Cool.
That's
All right. As for me, I'm going to try and get the streaming down because I want to stream the first hour of Xenoblade on Friday. So check my channel for that. Other than that, I'll see you guys on Thursday at 8:30. Don't forget to join up. Like I said, it will be live like we normally do for the Game Awards. So we'll probably have people dropping in and out, just depending. So see y'all guys then. Peace out.
Peace.
hoes.
We out, sons and daughters, and
Yes.
uncles and aunts and grandparents and